I'm Rachel from ChainSense. In the next 5 minutes, why single key custody fails at inheritance, 3 quorum patterns that actually survive probate, and the legal layer plus rehearsal rule that turn a wish into a plan. You can't take your seed phrase with you, so when you're gone, who gets in? For most people holding crypto, the honest answer is nobody or the wrong person. A piece of paper in a drawer isn't an inheritance plan. Here are 3 multi-sig patterns that survive both probate and your heir's first attempt to break in. Start with why single key custody fails at inheritance, because it fails completely. With one key, your entire plan rests on a seed phrase reaching the right people, intact at the right time, with instructions they understand. Think about everything that has to go right. The seed has to be findable, but not so findable that someone takes it while you're alive. Your heirs have to know it exists, know what it's for, and know how to use it without making an irreversible mistake. And it has to survive you without being lost, destroyed, or quietly copied. That's not a plan. It's a hope with a single point of failure. And here's the part people miss. The law doesn't save you. In the U.S., most states have adopted a framework, RUFADAA, that lets your executor access digital assets, but only if you authorized it explicitly, and even then it covers account records, not the keys themselves. In the UK, crypto is now formally personal property and part of your taxable estate. So the law can give your heirs the right to your coins. What it cannot do is give them the keys. Only your architecture can do that. And single key has no architecture, just the paper. So here are 3 multi-sig patterns that actually work, from simplest to most hands-off. Pattern 1, 2 of 3 with a solicitor-held key. You hold one, your spouse or partner holds one, and your solicitor holds the third. Release to your heirs against a death certificate through a legal escrow arrangement. While you're alive, you and your partner run everything. The third key just sits there. On death, 2 keys come together and the funds move. Pattern 2, 3 of 5 with a time lock. You, your partner, and say 2 adult children each hold a key plus a 5th in reserve. And you add a safe module that enforces a delay before a recovery transaction can execute. The delay is a safety valve. If someone tries to move funds early, you have a window to stop it. Pattern 3, for people who don't want to run any of this themselves, a managed service like Casa or Unchained holds one key and provides a documented inheritance process, releasing their share when the trigger is verified. More cost, less work, and you're trusting their process, which is a legitimate trade if the alternative is doing nothing. Every one of these is a trade-off between how fast your heirs get in and how hard it is for the wrong person to forge the trigger. Pick the one that matches your family, not someone else's. 2 things before you build it. First, the legal layer, and this is where I stop and you call a professional. Inheritance law is local. In the UK, your crypto sits in your estate, and inheritance tax can apply above the threshold, currently £325,000, at 40% above that. And that tax is often due before your heirs can even access the assets, which creates a real squeeze. In the US, it's state by state. Elsewhere, different again. I am not your solicitor, and nothing here is legal advice. Get a qualified estate professional in your own jurisdiction before you lock any of this in. Second, the rule that makes all of it real. Rehearse the recovery. At least once, while you're alive, your heirs should actually run the recovery with you watching. Reconstruct the wallet, sign a test transaction with the keys that would be used. Not read about it. Do it. Because an inheritance plan nobody has ever tested isn't a plan. It's a story you told yourself. The whole point of multi-sig here is that, unlike a seed phrase in a drawer, you can test it before it matters. So test it. That's crypto inheritance done as architecture, not hope. A quorum your heirs can actually use, scaffolded by real legal advice, and rehearsed while you're still here to fix it. The full written guide, with the patterns laid out, is linked below. Inheritance isn't a wish, it's a quorum. Subscribe to ChainSense. I'm Rachel. See you in the next one.